We understand that the parliamentary issued apology was on behalf of all New South Wales government agencies, but we feel it important that the New South Wales Police Force perspective is well understood, both by the 78ers and also by the LGBTI community generally.
This apology acknowledges the wrongs perpetrated in 1978 by the New South Wales Police and thus, by implication, the New South Wales Government, and following the disturbing and violent events, the wrongs that were perpetrated by the Sydney Morning Herald and The Age. Police brutality against peaceful protesters was at the heart of why we are apologising today. And so it is essential that we see that the New South Wales Police also take responsibility and apologise to the situation.
Can I say to you that this morning I spoke with our Commissioner and I have his full support in saying that the New South Wales Police Force is sorry. Sorry for the way that the Mardi Gras was policed on the first occasion in 1978. And for that, we apologise. We also acknowledge the pain and hurt that the police actions caused at that event in 1978.
Wales Police attacked our peaceful parade. Hundreds of police were on hand, identification numbers off, and ready to bash and thump the hundreds of lesbians and gays captured in Darlinghurst Road. We were terrified, and there was no visible route for escape. Steve Warren writes, the violence was not initiated by those who would later be known as the 78ers, but by an oppressive New South Wales police force who also interrupted a generally peaceful, fun-loving parade of celebration of who we are. Barbarella Kopinski said, I witnessed the police lie in court as they said we were given 3 minutes to disperse, but really they gave us about 10 seconds and then rounded us up and surrounded us and started to beat many of the protesters. I was personally surrounded by about 10 cops when I was arrested, and one grabbed my breast and my arm and was roughed, though I was beaten like many others. Mark Gillespie writes, the arriving police in numbers took advantage of the semi-darkness of the night, unleashing a reckless and ugly attack that shocked us. And Peter Murphy, who was 25 at the time, was thrown into a police van and taken to the police station. I was singled out and bashed thoroughly. There were just 2 police present and only one of them beat me. He would have kept going, except the other guy finally said stop. So I was convulsing at the time he said stop. I thought I was going to die. Sally Colchin's account of the happenings of that night go into the detail of how police removed their badges, entrapped people on the street and engaged in seriously violent acts. But Sally's account also speaks of the strength and the solidarity and the determination of those that were there, not just on that night, but also in the subsequent court cases and actions that spoke out against the violations and the police brutality. And it is for that that we are truly grateful for your actions, not just on that night, but in your ongoing struggle to make sure that this police brutality could not continue. It is clear that there is a need in any apology to recognise the rights of the wrongs, but also to recognise the need for compensation and rehabilitation, and acknowledging that actually there needs to be guarantees against repetition. In making this apology, we need to ensure that this place never repeats the injustices of the past by allowing for policies or practices that further entrench homophobia, transphobia or discrimination in our society.
So can I finish by saying that we are very happy that Mardi Gras has invited us again and welcomed us to participate for our 20th year as marchers in the Mardi Gras parade. I can tell you that tomorrow night there will be many very, very proud police officers marching throughout the parade to celebrate Mardi Gras with the LGBTI community.